Well done.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Minor Illusion, where we are not actually being Minor Illusion this evening. We are back with yours truly as your DM, looking as haggard as ever, if I do say so myself. Lima is taking a back seat this evening, being a player for a change. Not that kind of a player, he's a devoted man, as opposed to the whole Bao Chikawawa type player. So we are back in Everhyde Manor this evening. Just a couple of quick announcements before we go ahead and get started. So tonight's session, as usual, is well, not exactly sponsored, but just our usual shout out to the mssociety.org.uk website to go ahead and take a look on there about upcoming kilt walks, research, and ways that you can get involved in helping with finding developments and research to help people with MS. And I'm also going to apologise in advance because I've got this little parrot annoying me this evening. Hello, bud. What do you want? Yes, it is in space. I have opened the Pandora's box and let him watch Baby Shark. Shoot me now, please. Put me out of my misery. This evening's session is also unofficially sponsored by Steam Deck. Mantra, would you like to weigh in on this?
No, you're on your own.
Well, those of you that are uninitiated, like, the Steam Deck is bloody smashing. It's a good bit of cats. It's portable. Can run World of Warcraft. So if you wanted to get ahead on the new expansion while chilling on the sofa, chilling in the bath, just chilling anywhere other than your desk, then go ahead and check out the Steam Deck. It's apparently better than a Switch. I don't know. Also, it
Never
may...
wanted to play your favourite PC games on a toilet?
There you are. You remember those childhood memories of spending an hour on Pokemon Yellow on your Game Boy on the toilet, getting revenge on your dad sitting there reading the paper for half an hour on the toilet? Well, now you can relive those memories. Ever needed a bio break? Needed a bio break in the middle of raid? That's no longer a problem with Steam Deck.
I mean, you could say the same for a laptop, but it's just funnier.
Exactly. That's do you want a biscuit, buddy?
Laura, you might want to let Lima know his camera's disappeared and shit.
Yeah, Lima, everything okay through there? We can't see you, nor can we hear you. Let me go and get my minion. JJ. JJ.
Attack Dad.
Go get Dad. Go get Dada. Go check on him.
Attack Father.
See, no, that doesn't work in this household. What did he say? Go on. So helpful. Anyway, I think what we'll do is we'll give Lima a little bit of time to fix his connection, which better not be a critical failure, because that's my fucking PC he's on. So, yes?
Yes, he rolled a nat 1.
It's not working, is it? Sorry, what was that?
Yes, he rolled a natural 1 on the CPU.
Again, he better not have, because that's my bloody computer and I've got uni work to get done.
As you see here, Lima rolled a natural 1 on his technical support skills.
Can the Steam Deck run Microsoft Office, Liv? Can the Steam Deck be the one-stop answer to all my problems? Get set for university with Steam Deck today. It may or may not take a detour into Netherlands. We don't know. It'll go on a magical mystery tour full of adventure. apparently
just
have to
realised
come.
I'm entering the wrong password for this channel. I was putting in the password for Boundary.
Excellent.
I don't use this. Aye.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let the intro play now, and when I come back, hopefully this little gremlin will be satisfied, and we can go ahead and get started with some Dungeons and Dragons.
Mike, can you hear me?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise, but due to a technical hitch this evening, Jack's going to be your new DM. So, cheery bye, good luck. Biscuits and bear roll for initiative.
Indeed.
Right, seriously, mate, out the chair.
Maybe in a couple of years, Jack. Maybe in a couple of years.
There are
We'll
two
get you in
things
for
that
some
people
sessions.
tell you never to work with: children and animals. And I can see why now. Honestly, like, he's cute, so I'm not all that mad, but at the same time, I'm like, I cannot be bothered with this. And why can I only hear Lima? For fuck's sake. Oh, sorry, but I'm swearing there. There we go.
I don't know.
There we go. I can
I
hear
don't know.
everybody. Lima's microphone is coming through in duplicate for some strange reason.
Yeah, so you got to mute me in scene. On Ninja,
I
find
can
Ninja and click
stop
me
talking.
and click mute in scene. Mute in scene. Mute in
Stop
scene.
talking.
Mute in scene. Mute in scene.
I will mute you in a minute.
Don't mute me in scene.
I did tell you stop talking, didn't I?
Did you get it? Did you do it right?
Yes, I got it.
Cool.
Rightio. Now, I'm going to also apologise in advance because I'm loaded with a cough. It's not COVID. It better not be COVID because I'm getting on a plane next week and I'll be damned if I'm...
disinfected this desk before I sat at it?
No, I purposely coughed on everything, including the mouse, every individual key on the keyboard, and just for the lols, your pillow. You're welcome.
Did you make a point of licking the headphone pads?
Oh
So
no,
that-
I did not actually. Yeah, I've missed. Yes, that is a biscuit, mate. Now you're going to go and sit and eat the biscuits.
I need to find some toy cleaner. I know
Go.
there's some in here
Go.
somewhere. I'll probably clean up.
Success! I have my chair back.
For 5 minutes.
Well, actually, it's about an hour until bedtime, so we've only got to contend for this for a wee bit. Now, in addition, I'm not going to fight my child for a chair. I'm not an American.
Fatality.
Babality.
In addition to the coughing, just the same as last time I was DMing, it will probably be a shorter session than what you guys are accustomed to, because I get tired easily, and I would rather that I stay as sharp as possible for these encounters. So, just to recap from last session, our group have been invited to stay the weekend at Lord and Lady Everhyde's Manor. They don't know each other prior to this invitation, but they have all became relatively familiar with each other in a very short space of time, having been grassed up effectively as criminals in varying degrees. So shall we go around the group and reintroduce ourselves?
if you desire.
Yes, reintroduce yourself and confirm the crime that you've been accused of.
Since I'm the only one
Go sit
talking,
down.
sure, I'll go first. I am Kuros Elderberry. I'm a halfling bard warlock, and I'm accused of blackmailing someone to sell territory.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Reinhardt, the art thief. Oh, and I'm an Echo Knight. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I am Kithmia, who is a female winter Eladrin. I mean, I can change a season, but she's currently winter. And she's a wizard. Her crime, she obviously did not do it.
Yes, but what has she been accused of?
But she was accused of burning down an orphanage that had people within it.
And finally, usually our DM.
And certainly not least, my name is Dratras Worf. Dratras. I've not said the name a long time, okay? Draftas Rafran. It's hard to pronounce, okay?
How many coughs is it in Draft Us? Is it 1 or 2?
Too many
Took
hits on
COVID
head.
to the flu.
Can I just confirm the spelling of that, please? Because I've got it written as draft ass.
A draft.
It's a drafty arse,
Gonna
alright. It's a very pungent drafty arse.
It's a windy bum.
I'm re-rolling.
No, you're not.
All right.
Stop drafting that arse everywhere.
I mean, it wouldn't be
Fifth
too
level,
bad if you
try
didn't just
smash.
drag the
Anybody
arse
wanna
over the
go?
carpet.
I mean, we could technically fight each other, but it kind of goes against the, whole fairness of the thing.
Not
We're
really,
doing.
actually. You could easily turn on each other and I will not stop it. Oh, the evil look on your face.
No comment.
Sorry, it's a joke chat.
And, draft us, what have you been accused of?
E-bullying, apparently. At least I'm being accused of being a victim of it at this point.
Just because you're constantly farting.
I mean, if you stopped dragging your arse along the carpet, we wouldn't give you these nicknames.
Right, I'm going to take names for in 2 weeks when we come back to the main campaign. You need to dish out some discipline. Obviously, dragon wasn't enough
That's
for you.
nice.
Well, my name is Stratas Warfarm. Warfarn. There we go. Farn.
Or fart.
And I am a dragonborn paladin. Stop throwing me off. And I'm guilty of putting up with this bullshit of the cast tonight. But-
What's your actual
so-
crime?
Let me get to it. And well, I'm slaughtering, partly in hindsight, innocent people who were misidentified to me as cultists. But it's all perspective.
Of course it is. So, to recap the story so far, our group of, I don't know if you would even call them heroes, more like unwilling participants in the Manor story, have thus far introduced themselves to the group. They have dined, wined, and been exposed for the criminals that they are. Having been exposed and, of course, denying everything through their rotten little teeth, they have discovered that a lot in the manor seems to be wrong, for lack of a better word. Not only are their hosts, Lord and Lady Everhyde, are nowhere to be seen, but they've encountered young Master Peter Everhyde, a child that has been effectively turned into a living sentient puppet. So they have managed to take down the nanny. So poor nanny has been retired from last session, and Peter has been dropped off in the library with Professor Winston, a kindly elephant-like creature who is full of knowledge and wisdom, and an expansive library that I can only describe as getting Mantra's book horny for hardback, since you do have that sentient book. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to playing around with that again. So after getting some insight from Winston about how nothing is quite what it seems in Everhyde Manor, that there has been a terrible fate that's been befallen each of the residents, and not only is he trapped here, but as are the rest of the staff, and they are not the first group to have been invited here, but they must do something to try and end things. They have exited the library to find that there's water starting to pool in the hallway. There's random little puddles, and it seems like water seems to be seeping down the walls. What would you all like to do?
Well, we'll be walking down the hallway.
Okay.
In that noise, because we're hearing noises, weren't we?
Well, you can hear the drip of water, but it doesn't sound like gushing or overly
No, we heard a girl.
urgent. No, I don't believe so.
Was it not a voice of a girl? Yeah, it was.
Help me.
Definitely did not write in help me. Like, you can hear the dripping of water, but it does sound faintly like a girl's voice, but you can't quite make out what is being said.
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, certainly.
Well, I've actually already left the room and already trying to ascertain where it is, so I'll join in.
Mhm.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, me and you were the first ones leaving.
Indeed.
Okay, fucking massive. 32.
16.
Hadn't you went upstairs to fanny around?
Okay,
we can
so with that perception check, you know that it is definitely coming from, like, that way down the hall, so right of the exit from the library, and it seems as though the voice is singing, but you still can't quite make out the language that she's singing in. It seems as though it's like the melody to, like, almost like Beyond the Sea, but definitely not quite something that you guys recognize as a widely known song.
I'll just gesture towards the right way, saying it sounds like it's coming from this way.
He
Okay.
advances and just literally gently moves your side with his shield and walks on forwards.
Let's see what we have to deal with. Then.
Yes, I'll take the back and I'll join.
FYI, we don't necessarily need to go straight to hitting people. We can try talking. Just remember that.
Yes, that is the plan. Why would you hit people?
Yes, why?
I'm talking to the Dragonborn.
Yes,
I
great.
stop and turn around. Well, at least look over my shoulder and then down at you. We could also try about not taking things that do not belong to us.
I
Yes.
haven't.
As far as we're aware, I'll be happy
I
to
mean-
search you when we wrap up our business here.
We don't need to go
Did you
killing
not
people left
take the
and right.
lives? Did you not take the lives of innocent people?
As I said, a matter of perspective.
Oh, it's funny how you go quiet with that one. Shall we away?
Yes.
Turns looks ahead and continues walking.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand behind that Eladrin and the human. because I don't like the Dragonborn.
Also, Dragonborn, do you happen to be some form of hired goon?
Without a doubt.
He just keeps walking at this point. He just does not acknowledge the lack of decorum in the question.
Wow, somebody's
Because I mean, if you can find an easy way out of here, I could pay you a fair amount of gold. I'm pretty sure 2 gold is fair. Yes.
You're tight arse, aren't you?
Obviously.
Oh well, if he was a little bit nicer, it might have been about 1,000. But
He flicks his hand and just extends his talons a little bit. Gives his fingers a little flex.
You should be scared now.
well, he's trying to demonstrate his worth.
Scared? You certainly were. When you looked inside that room.
Would you like to do an intimidation check?
Like,
I can do an athletics check.
that's a 31.
Who are you trying to
There's a dog
intimidate?
spot suddenly appearing.
Basically,
I don't know
generally,
who's trying to
he's
intimidate.
giving off the impression that he's not someone to be poked fun at the risk of provoking.
Can I? What would I roll against that? Insight, yeah.
Yeah, I would say
Insight,
insight.
I'll roll an insight as well.
Okay, so I can beat that. I just need to roll really high.
What was your roll?
31.
A 31 at all.
Okay,
At all.
I can ask the DM if I can have advantage for that to even get that 20.
I don't care. I got a 5 on a die with a plus 13, so yeah, I don't pass that.
Yeah, I only got a 28.
I'm not even gonna try.
Okay, so you've successfully intimidated all of them then, Lima, by default. So, yeah.
One thing you noticed, this paladin, he's not wearing any armor.
He's naked paladin.
No, he's got robes on and a shield.
Well, we went
And
to a
gloves
fancy
on, but he doesn't
meal.
have any physical
So it's
armor.
understandable. It's understandable. We went
Not
to a
exactly
fancy meal.
outside the realm of possibility, considering that, yeah, you were invited as a guest to...
Well, you could wear armor at dress ceremonies.
What would I need to roll to see if he has an error of magic around him that is in relation to similar to an Eladrin, a wizard of sorts?
Oh, do you have detect magic?
Yes, I do. In fact, let me just double check. I'm pretty sure I do.
Because if you're
I
looking for...
do not.
Hmm.
Never mind.
Okay, let me have a think then what you could potentially use instead.
It would either be an Arcana check or I'll DM you.
See, I thought it would maybe be insight or
No.
arcana.
I'm thinking probably, yeah, Arcana, I would say.
Or if you want this one, I'll tell you. Or
I'll wait
No,
till you-
stop being a backseat DM.
no. If you looked at my character sheet, you know why. I'm letting you know why.
Okay, let's not roll that one because that rolled low for me.
That's why. In case you didn't notice about that.
Hang on a minute, where have you messaged me?
Discord.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll go for Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay. That's yes, an 18 on the die. Bang on 30.
Okay. I'm gonna say that that's high enough to, yeah, you'll be able to detect what type of magic that it has, and there is no magical effect other than the shield that he has.
That would
Okay.
be generating a defense.
You can sense that the shield itself is fairly. There's definitely an aura about it that makes it a lot more steelier, like definitely a lot more resilient. But
You
other than that,
you also
nothing.
can notice that there's some kind of magical aura about him regarding his saves and his other immunities that he provides to others. You have felt a bit more braver within, we'll say, 17 feet of, sorry, within 30 feet of this man. Let me double check more range, so I can't remember.
Nice. Now he's just been a nosy. My guy's just been a nosy bastard. He's trying to suss out people.
I mean, to be fair, there is the possibility that you guys can decide, you know what, I've had enough of this, and go at it with each other. There have been plenty of people in Everhyde Manor that have done that before, just not even letting the announcements finish. Like, you're just immediately over the mashed potatoes and the roast goose, just being like, what?
So when you're within 10 feet, you have a feeling of being a bit more, we'll say, protective, a bit more fluent. Lack of a better term, or protection. You guys know what that is. But you also have the slight feeling not fearful around him, and certainly not distracted by certain things. So within 10 feet, you have immunity to charmed and feared, frightened effects.
Cool. Okay, I just keep sauntering along with my short legs.
Does anyone want to drink clean water?
No, thank you.
Just offering.
Is
And then
that...
I'll cast a cantrip, create any liquids, and pour some water up in the air and catch it.
You say that as though there's going to be a drought where yous are headed. So,
Out of curiosity, how deep is the water that's on this floor?
well, as you're walking along the hallway, it goes from like a thin layer of water that's just as though somebody's maybe just spilt a little bit of their glass to like a good like that amount of water. Like you can
Okay.
definitely tell that it's starting to get a bit deeper, and as you come up to what is clearly a bathroom door, you can see that there's like
I'm
water.
hovering.
Hmm?
I'm hovering, so I don't touch the water.
Mantra, is that you?
So
I'll just splash in the water.
you can definitely see that there's water like seeping through the cracks in the wood of the door. There's a lot of water like seems to be weeping from the through the wallpaper, and it's like, yeah, this is definitely the spot.
So,
It's a
big
shame you have to
dragonborn,
touch that water.
ladies
Is
first.
it cold?
I mean, yes, it will be cold.
No, I don't know. My character's hovering over it using a cantrip hover.
Ooh.
It's definitely not pleasant to touch or walk through.
So, this is inconvenient.
How's the lighting in the area? Is it well lit or is it quite dark and dreary?
It's a bit on the dim side, but you can still see comfortably.
Halfling,
Yes.
come. Since you're close to the ground, you'll be very useful. He puts his hand on your head, and he's going to cast light.
Wow.
I bless you, boy!
Bing.
You do have the opportunity to do a dex saving throw if you want to try and avoid it.
He doesn't give a shit.
And I just
He's
I
a
just-
he's a bard of eloquence. He's already fucking extravagant. It's just making it more shiny.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna book your head. Shiny.
You now have a personal spotlight.
I can't remember. Did I name my book?
I don't know if you did or not.
Is my book happy about all this?
I don't remember these being chewy.
Your book feels very nervous about the amount of water and moisture everywhere.
I don't remember these lollipops being chewy.
How
Are you
come you're
tucking in a
hiding in my
mustache?
bag more?
The whole 5 minutes have been flavorless. And
I'm sorry. Are you not realizing that we're going into swamp territory? I am not, and I repeat, not getting these pages damp. You know what happens to damp pages?
so you
Damp
say-
pages stick together, and when they stick together, they don't open properly. And when they don't open properly, and then they dry, they expand like a fucking sponge. So no,
I mean, I
will
think you
stay
had
in the
gust of
bag.
winds to dry you.
I can also cast Prestidigitation so he can clean you up.
Again, no.
I was going to just say fireball with gust of winds.
And what about crispy papers?
You would treat me like a common paperback after all we've been through. Honestly.
Sometimes with the cheek you give me, you deserve it.
Next thing you know, you're going to tell me that instead of using a bookmark like a civilized human being, you're going to dog ear a page of mine. What are you, some sort of peasant all of a sudden?
Peasants can read.
They can speak as well, apparently.
Kithmia, see if your book gets wet. Does your book get a lisp?
I don't know. Should we find
Can we
out?
try?
No, maybe it's someone of prestigious alignment, but I feel a bit more rational. Practicality of experimentation will be a good idea right now.
Oh dear lord.
No, I do need my book. It does help me with some of my bit more difficult spells.
Sadly, besides, you would really treat me that way after... Do you know that there's a first edition hardback in that library waiting for me? I see a future with him. Honestly, I see novellas. I see epilogues. I see a chart shopping trilogy in the making with that hardback. You would really try and ruin me at my one shot of happiness.
I turn around and come towards the book and go, Tome, do you not serve your master?
I think Tome is the master.
Sorry, who's the one with the knowledge?
Towards the Eladrin.
Who's the one inscribed with the knowledge,
Um,
wisdom, and everything that she can't commit to memory? Me.
I conjure up a quill into my hands magically and go, who do you think wrote all of these spells?
I was about to say, when you with the rant of the Skyfighters, he rips a bit of his robe and shows you gold writing along the scales engraved into the flesh. Says, I'm definitely scribed.
I didn't realise that fleshies could get tattooed as well.
Mhm.
Do you want me to score out some of your precious little letters that you've got saved?
Don't you dare. If you're going to score out anything in me, then please get rid of the cheesy love poetry you wrote when you were 14, because honestly, it's a blemish on my chapters.
Oh, can I read?
So in a sense, you're helpless without the book.
Who do you think's
Not
the brains
quite,
of the operation?
but I'm pretty sure the book would be a little bit disheartened if I was to score out disintegrate.
Good to know.
I mean, in fairness, you can stop threatening me with it if you scribble out that spell. I know fine well you don't know how to pronounce that word without you putting the dashes in between it so that you know which syllable is which. So yeah, by all means, go ahead and score that one out.
Oh wait, no, it's not this one to mend the book when it's lost its sentience.
Look, I am not coming out of the bag. End of story, okay?
Not coming out of the bag.
Whatever you want out of me, you better get it before you open that door. Because I swear, you drop even one drop of water on me, and I will make you suffer. I will warp these pages. I will blemish myself at the risk of finding true love in that library full of eligible and intelligent bachelors.
I create water onto the book.
I
Does it
I,
has a
wa- I want to say roll initiative, but I don't even know if the book can independently hurt you.
It can't.
Dang
It can
it.
try and move it away, but yes.
The book can wipe all the spells away.
The book is normally scared of me, so
Yeah, but you
I'm
forget
just
though,
reminding it.
you gave me permission to play the book. Of course I'm going to play it like a sassy bitch. So,
You've
The
been given
book
us
is
an
a sassy
opportunity
bitch
to be a
about
sassy bitch.
others.
We'll be the sassy bitch.
Yes, a book's a sassy bitch about others, but scared of my character, so I create water on it.
it burns! It burns! Ah.
How can
Now,
it
if you want me to be nice and dry it off, you're going to behave.
Fine.
Where were we going?
I will sit back down on my arse in a minute. The boy is asking very nicely for me to rewind Baby Shark.
See, before we go into this room, I am just going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
I'm actually going to also cast a spell before we enter this room. I'm going to cast on all of us a third level
I don't have spells.
Beacon of Hope.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, that's not the one I wanted. Where is it? Never mind, Beacon. No, wait. Is it Beacon of Hope I wanted?
Yeah, I get 15 temp HP. I used the third level.
Yep, Beacon of Hope. It was the thing I was ranking off. So, for the
Yeah.
duration, each target has advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws.
Doesn't Beacon of Hope
Disease.
allow for max healing as well? If I remember correctly.
No, you don't roll any dice with this spell.
Right. Okay. So that's 2 protection spells up. So, since the book is begrudgingly obeying its owner now, and we've got 2 protection spells in effect, our art thief is not going to cast a spell at all because he's not magically inclined. He's sleight of hand inclined, but not magically inclined. Any other prep work you want to do before you open the door?
No, my echo is following me, so no.
Okay.
It's
I
me and my
don't think
shadow.
I'll need to cast a spell yet.
I'm
Okay,
only doing
that's
this
fine.
because it lasts for an hour.
That lasts for a minute, so let's get this door open.
Exactly.
As soon as he casts that spell, he turns around, takes the door handle, and opens it. Pushes
Okay.
it in.
So you open up the door and you can see that there is very much a lot of water pulled on the tiled floor, and it's a very ornate bathroom. Like there is a very, very large bathtub in the middle of the room that you step down into, but the water seems to have just pulled up over the edge. There are 2 very suspiciously large puddles at either side of the door, like a lot of columns, a lot of like glass, and almost like one of those like sort of 3D effects, like you're plastering on the ceiling. So it is very, very grand, this bathroom. As you enter, the singing abruptly stops, and doesn't seem to be a sign of anybody in the room now. It's just fell completely silent. I'm gonna go ahead.
Is there a
and
golden egg in the bath?
Would you like to approach the water?
Nope, I'm staying away.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you approach the water, what the hell is with the effects on here?
Oh, we've actually got that to go on today.
Yep.
Yep,
Just
we do.
move the camera just a little bit because it is a little bit in the bottom corner there.
Okay,
Where are
so
we
What do we
going?
go on? Where are we going?
Foundry.
Foundry.
sorry, how the heck do I move the camera on this?
Middle click.
Can we get the,
Oh, right
the
click.
address?
Same place.
Okay then.
Same place, different
This-
day.
You'll find that even though I've
Are you
unlocked
doing it on the browser, not the actual Foundry?
I forget my password every time.
Aha, there we go. Now, you'll find that even though I've unlocked the
Thank you.
ability to use Foundry, that does not mean I
Press
know how to
space
use
bar.
Foundry.
Press spacebar on actual Foundry so you can unpause it.
Passwords. AB12. From game.
Yeah, just because I now have Foundry up as a point of reference does not mean that I know how to use Foundry, so please be patient and kind.
It is no longer a theatre of the mind.
Well, it's still mostly Theatre of the Mind. It's purely because, based on feedback from last session, you guys did need a point of reference for when you are in combat.
Yes, especially
So,
me.
yeah, this will be the only time that I will incorporate maps. Everything else, for when you're wandering around and when I'm describing things, will still be Theatre of the Mind.
Did you unpause it?
Yes, I did.
You haven't.
Well,
Yes.
thing made the
Press spacebar.
spacebar. I did press spacebar.
On Foundry.
Yes, on Foundry.
You've not unpaused it because it still says paused.
Oh,
Yes, it's paused. Oh, I have a nice character.
it's in. It's in. It's fucking in! Come on.
I love the explosion in the middle of his screen. That one wasn't
I'm not
me.
even doing that.
Can you give me an extra
Technical support.
character?
You haven't got Foundry up.
I have. Are you shitting me?
No.
No.
Fucking booby trapped. I did not know there was a second one.
The actual Foundry, the DM Foundry, not the stream Foundry.
Well, how the hell am I meant to know?
I showed you today.
Anyway. Liv, you would like to go towards the water?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I would.
Okay. So, as you approach the bathtub, you look down and you can see under the surface of the water there is a young girl. She looks to be about 9 years old, roughly, give or take a little bit, and she is completely still. But can you do me a favour and roll me a perception check?
Okay.
Not scared at all.
So that is 12 plus 9, so 21.
Of course, remember to give yourself a 20 dim and 20 for yellow light force on you.
The what?
He's got light, remember on him.
I don't even think we really need that in here, to be perfectly honest. Like, the closer that you look, you notice that not only does she look like almost like waterlogged, like you can see that there's like zero colour to her complexion, she's like quite white, but you notice as well she is breathing under that water.
Okay.
I'm gonna need y'all to roll initiatives.
We've not started fighting.
Can I
I'm
get
just,
an extra?
I'm just wanting to get
me?
I'm just wanting to get ahead of the curve.
Okay. $21.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hold on a minute. Where's my pencils?
I need another Reinhardt.
Yes, for his echo.
Sorry,
Yes.
but this isn't BlizzCon of 2018.
Just select Reinhardt and just copy paste. Control C, Control P, Control V.
That's fucking right.
Control copy, Control V. Nope. I don't have the permission.
Lone know how to do that.
Oh, okay.
Wait, sorry, I have to do what?
Select Reinhardt, Control C, and then to the side, Control V.
Yeah, something creepy is in that water. Creepy.
There we go.
There we are. Da-da.
Rename it to Echo.
Echo, echo. Can I rename it or
Don't know if you got control of it still.
no? Yep, it's Echo. Cool.
There we go.
I think
Approximately Echo because of the character at the start.
I think we have a slight issue with Foundry on the thingy.
What?
What's the
What
Thingamajig.
Then what's wrong?
yeah, the whatchamacallit on Twitch, because the echo is not available, nor is something that I've dragged in, or rather that I'm about to drag in.
Sure it's not the delay.
I don't even think it is a
it's
delay
not
because
even-
you've moved ages ago and it's not moved. Yes, buddy. Shh.
Just hit F5 or just refresh. Just hit F5 on the Explorer. Just refresh the actual thingy.
What, you mean the
Internet
other?
Explorer. Yeah, the stream one. Looks like it has frozen. I've never done that before.
There we go. It's updated.
Oh,
Yeah.
fudge a duck.
Do we
So
need to
there's-
reload or?
It will take a minute to reload this. I'm just going to quietly die in the corner now, listening to Baby Shark on repeat. Karaoke edition.
Ooh,
Repossession and drag.
Okay, so... Oh, dang it.
Welcome to my job.
Welcome to the land of the DM.
Yeah, it gets harder from here on out.
Honestly, like, originally when I was designing and writing this game, I was intending for it to be a tabletop, as an in-person thing. I'm definitely doing that next time. I'm not doing this on the computer anymore after I finish this trial run with you guys. I love yous, but technology fucking sucks. Just kidding,
it
I love my
can.
PC. Just kidding, I love my PC and I love my technology, but maybe I would love it more if we were sponsored by Steam Deck. Is your Foundry being a pain in the ass on the desktop? Do you want to design maps on the road? I don't even know if it's compatible on Steam Deck, but you never know. I
Very
know.
tiny.
What your initiatives?
So I've already got oh, she's in the half with me now. I've already got Liv's initiative. That was a 21. So everybody else.
14 from me.
Mhm.
Lima, Reinhard, or Draftass, sorry.
19.
I beat.
Yeah,
I
what did
beat
Drafty ask
Koros.
it?
I beat Koros in initiative. I also beat Reinhardt on initiative. But I can also say that Euphemia was also beaten on initiative. That was a 22.
Okay, so the punchy guy goes first again.
kill. Yep.
Okay. So, shit, what have I done with my thing?
What have you done with your thing?
Like,
It's in between years. No, does it feel like it?
Well,
okay, so I know that you haven't technically started a fight yet, but I'm just kind of taking those in preparation. So, under the water, you can see the body of about a 9-year-old girl. But like I said, with your perception check, you can see that she is actually breathing still. What do you want to do, Kithmia?
so does that mean she's breathing the water?
In a way, yes.
Warforged.
But she's not choking.
Nope.
Okay. Looks like we found another one of the children, however, appears to be breathing water. Unabated.
Right, Draftas approaches.
May as well leave her be and just say we found her.
Looks in. He says, "Well, this is unusual." Divine sense. Do I detect any of the following?
Do you detect any of the following?
I was waiting for the list actually to appear. It says celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
Nope. You don't detect anything of that nature.
Okay.
It seems okay, right? We can just leave it be. Doesn't seem to be a problem if she's breathing okay. You'd probably find if we drag her out of the water, she will no longer be able to breathe, knowing this sort of
Check.
weird ass magic.
Okay.
However,
Okay. Reinhardt,
Yes,
Koros, can you two make a perception check for me, please?
Sure.
Of course. Perception, where is it? Oh, that's a good one. 27.
25. Yeah, 25.
Oh yeah,
I
you
win.
two have no trouble spotting this. The puddles that are beside each of you, you notice that they seem to be getting a lot more shapely. Like you can see that there seems to be a bit of a bump developing in the middle of them, and they seem artificially a lot more deep than the rest of the floor.
I'm stepping away a little from them. Now in front of the door.
I'm gonna say out loud, yeah, these two puddles behind you guys kind of are looking weird. Oh, did not like the look of that thing.
I'm going to
I've not even put anything
start...
on the board there.
Uh-oh.
What the?
I wonder if we have enough time. One thing I should have done. Do I have time to ritual cast a spell? Feels like it would
10
be
minutes?
beneficial.
I don't think you do.
Yes, if we walk out of the room. Oh well. Here we go, and then I'll cast a spell on everyone. A third level spell slot for water breathing. For 24 hours, everyone can breathe underwater.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you know something we don't?
Apparently she's preparing for something. So
Mm-hmm.
you two can...
If we're dealing with some thing that can do things with water, we have strange puddles that look weird. You should probably be able to breathe in water. You never know what will happen. We saw a child turned into a fucking puppet.
Same.
I mean, to be fair, he'd been a puppet for a long time before you guys had came in. But yeah, you do. Excuse me. You do.
Oh, you've
make
woke
very
up
good-
again, Book.
The book,
bit-
the book is ill.
Sorry, okay, it's a bit musty in here and it's so humid. Should you maybe do something about the drowning child? I mean, I know that this doesn't really bother you.
I
the
don't
whole
think
Ched-
they're drowning.
I mean, I know that dead kids don't bother you very much, but still, like, that seems like a moral thing to do.
Dead kids do bother me, but this one isn't dead.
I look at Kafia with a very glaring look.
I have not killed any children. Dead kids do not do bother me.
I'll actually legit do this.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Like, shocked. Confirming something I already do. From a really good insight at the start of the game.
So, can we go out again? Or...
At most, there was probably a couple of adults I killed, but not any children.
I mean, looking back down in the water, can you do me a slight favour, actually, before we get started on the thing? Can you roll for me a quick history check? Give me a...
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
$21.
This child actually reminds you of one of the children that was impacted by the burning down of the orphanage. And, okay, that is cool.
That's all.
Yeah, that is.
Uh-huh.
Fried dragon breath.
Uh-huh. That completely threw off a stride there. That's, yeah. Shh. Jack, not the now, okay?
Mommy, can I watch her screaming?
No, buddy. Go sit and watch. Jack.
Don't play with the thingies. DM doesn't like that.
I know, right?
No, what DM
How
doesn't
dare
like
you.
is being interrupted by a child every 5 minutes. Nah, like,
Mandra.
GG. No. Yeah, Mantra, this child's face does actually remind you of one of the child victims of you burning down the orphanage, effectively. And as you look, you see her eyes shoot open.
Evosa?
I'm gonna go ahead and sit on my backside now that the wee
Ophelia.
man's distracted.
So yeah, Mantra sees it and goes, Talia?
She's
Slightly taken aback.
She stands up out of the water. You can see that she is definitely like died of drowning at some point, but she's somewhere in between human and inhuman. And as she shoots up to stand up out of the water, 2 water elementals emerge from these 2 puddles.
Uh-oh.
She just glares at all of you. I don't know.
You're not Talia, are you?
If you don't know my name,
It's
then
Lucille.
I don't see the purpose of your visit here.
Your name's Lucille, right?
Yes, it is. What do you want here?
We should father.
We do not speak of him, nor do we speak of anyone else in this family. She goes ahead and she just kind of like immediately sort of actions for the 2 water elementals to start taking charge. So
Before they try and move, I'm gonna just try and persuade. I'm just gonna say, look, we're not trying to cause any harm. We're purely trying to talk here. No need to get handsy or watery on us. Persuasion check?
yes, persuasion check.
Cool. So I cannot roll lower than a 28.
Fuck a duck.
Thank fuck, because that's a natural one. So yeah, 28. Because Bard of Eloquence, whenever I roll persuasion or deception, the minimum I roll counts as a 10. And that is plus
18.
Persuasion. Sorry, I was looking at deception. That's a 28. Persuasion, that's a 19.
Okay. She looks at you for a moment and then just kind of puts her hands up to stop the elementals. Plenty of others have been here before and have done nothing but cause me further pain.
I pull out a book and start scribing. Says, "Do you have their names?"
If they get past me, then their names are probably outside. And she just kind of gestures to the window that's on the far side of the room where you can see the mass of gravestones.
Why are you killing everybody?
You don't know the history of what happened here, nor does anyone else that comes in. They see us as monsters now, and all they want to do is either evade their own crimes or take out what they perceive as a threat. I have
What?
been hurt for years and years now, and I just want to be left alone.
Well, we can go again. No problem.
What happened to you?
You really want to know?
Maybe I can fix it.
If you can fix it, then it could have been fixed a long time ago. What do you
Curse?
think happened to me?
Some sort of curse.
Well, I'm cursed to live like this. I used to be beautiful, you know. I used to be normal. But no. No, no, no. Because I was normal and she wasn't. That could not stand in this house. None of us could be normal if she couldn't be normal.
She?
Are you talking about Mallory or your mother?
Mallory. She's always taking it out on everybody else how she's different.
If
You
I
know
remember
what?
correctly, wasn't Mallory in the picture described as a tiefling?
Yep, that's right. And as we discussed in the previous session, tieflings are omens of bad luck and socially unacceptable. You've seen Peter, haven't you? You know that was
Somewhat.
Seen, rescued. More like.
Yes.
her, right? She gave him the carionet that turned him into that. He was the first. But she didn't want to stop at destroying just the favourite, the youngest that took all of our parents' attention. She
Where can we
persisted.
find her?
Mallory, I don't even want to be in her presence. Look at what she did to me. Do you know?
Yes, where can we find her? And then we can maybe convey
If you're
whatever
miserable,
message you want conveyed.
That hellish little vixen, the only place that I know that she's been is dead in the ground. But she keeps coming back. And I don't care where she is in this manor, as long as she stays as far away from me as possible.
am I detecting the undead within 60 feet?
Nope,
Not even anything outside in the graveyard.
not even anything outside. Everything in those graves is stone dead and not coming back.
What can we do for us to be able to try and see your other family members without having to come to blows?
I'm surprised that you actually want to go and see other members of the family without hurting them.
Why would we?
Again, people become fearful and assume that we're monsters.
The things we've seen.
Why do
Well,
you
the
think
fact
that? Why do you think that Nanny is always with Peter? She protects him.
Well, the fact that you're willing to have a conversation right now instead of actually having these elementals try to fuck us up, the keyword there, try, just kind of proves that you're willing to have a conversation and potentially other family members might be.
I'm more curious about the fact that you didn't immediately attack my guards. And I'm sure that while your intentions are noble, I doubt that my parents would be as willing to converse.
I can be quite persuasive.
And we can always try.
Can you be this persuasive with an absolutely raving mad banshee?
I can certainly try.
I can try.
I can't try.
She goes ahead and she just steps out of the water and just sits on the steps. The water elements kind of look at each other and kind of rescind a little bit into the puddles. Like, not quite all the way, just like down to their torsos. So this is different. We're just gonna relax a little bit. But we're still here, just in case. Don't you lay a hand on her. Father,
So how did you conjure your guards?
they just appear.
Interesting.
I may not be what I once was, but that doesn't mean to say that I can't still be protected. Our parents were always still very protective of us when we were younger. We weren't allowed outside the manor grounds, and if we did, then there would be more chaperones than what would be normal for somebody
were-
of our, for people of our clientele.
They were a little too overprotective.
They didn't want knowledge of Mallory getting out. I don't know what happened before Peter and I came along. I was too young to remember. But I know that Mallory hated us and hated our parents, especially with the
Did you used
reaction
to
that they
like
had.
Mallory?
Hmm?
Did you used to like Mallory at all?
I did, when I was little. I wondered why she hated us, why she resented us. But I can't exactly be angry now. I'm still angry about how she killed me, how she turned me into this, and what she did to everybody else. She ruined our family, but I can understand at least some of her actions, even if I'm still angry about the consequences. Still, though,
I guess if she was suppressed or felt unworthy for long enough, it could just form as rage, waiting to explode.
she was definitely angry. Every family outing we ever had, as far as I can remember, she would be left behind with Winston. She was never allowed to be seen by anyone outside of the manor. I think it was, I don't remember how long ago it was, but I remember before Peter was changed, there was an argument. She wanted to be educated. Father and mother said no. And then she holed herself up in her room. Within the next 3-4 days, the carionette was in Peter's room. It didn't take long for him to change. But it didn't stop
So,
there. She wanted all of us to suffer.
are you insinuating that she may have made some form of unholy deal?
I don't know what it was that she did, but I do know she was smart enough to do anything she put her mind to.
Grandma and Grandma.
Not now, Jack.
So, what would be the best course of action we could take?
If I were you, hold out until you can get out of here on Monday morning.
Can't we just stay here then?
I wouldn't recommend it. Well, I am starting to be intrigued by your company. I don't think that staying here would be the most comfortable of places for you. Besides, this manor has a way of getting into your head.
If we're wanting to sleep somewhere and not necessarily be inside the mansion, I've got a different mansion we could be in.
You really think that you can get outside of this parameter?
I
Nobody
never
gets
said get out
outside
of
of
here.
here.
I never said get out of here.
Oh,
I've got a spell.
I don't.
Yeah, well, you like to seem to punch things or hit things.
My echo does.
Yes.
And
Well,
what kind of spell do you have?
One that makes a magnificent mansion.
I think you'd be safe enough staying in some of the guest rooms. She tends to stick around where she can torment other people.
Okay.
If you can at least do one thing, try and put my mother out of her misery.
As in
You're
kill her?
asking us.
Or
She's not been the same. She has been driven absolutely mad. My father as well, but in a different way. It's just cruel to let her continue on as she is.
Lucille, can I ask you something? And I pull out the song, the music sheets that I found in the library. Do these belong to your mother? And I show them.
in the bedroom, Dave. Yes, they do. Mother was a very, very talented musician. I think that was one of the things that Mallory resented, not being able to come with us to see her perform, being rejected by her own mother. I miss when she used to sing.
Here's a random thought. If I started playing the song that is on that sheet and made it louder, potentially to make Mallory hear it, do you think that would piss her off?
Oh, it'd piss off one person, but it wouldn't piss off Mallory.
Who?
Let's just say Mother was very, very protective of her sheet music. Somebody tried to plagiarize her once before. She's not a fan of covers.
Well, that's interesting.
We
Back
are
in
going
the
to
room.
take a quick short break there because it's time to get the wee man into bed. So take a little 10-minute intermission and we will be back
Yes.
in just a moment.
Enjoy.
We kill everything that lives.
Yeah, because we don't trust anything that lives. We worry that a mug is going to be a mimic and it's going to suck our cup to our
Yeah,
faces.
I expose you to mimics. I expose you to do not behead the aberrations.
Okay, from now on, we're
You-
going to behead everything.
You've officially scarred us for life, D&D wise, Lima. I hate to say it, but you've given all of us D&D PTSD.
Yeah.
Well,
Exploding
actually,
brain
what's
slim.
thinking about last night is because I was watching Mighty Nine.
We
It's
are
actually quite good.
we are live
Are we?
again.
Cool.
It's fine. We can
Just an
still
FYI.
converse.
Hello.
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 Welcome back, good old chaps.
Hello
Not
there.
the DM today, but I'll let the DM take over. But before we do, we'll have to wait for Doom to come back.
It's alright.
I'm
Oh,
back.
he's back.
I mean, he's not
Back
back on
again.
Twitch yet, but there he is. There's the handsome face. But yeah, you were saying about the Mighty Nine. Oh fuck! I've just stroked his ego, haven't I? There we go.
You stroked my icon.
That's why I gave you that dirty look.
What? Every now and again, it's fun to see him just Johnny Bravo it.
It
I'm
is
the one with the black top on. I'm definitely Johnny Bravo.
Okay,
Where's your sunglasses?
so
So,
we were
as
trying
you
not
are,
to kill this fucker.
yes. How dare you say that about a child?
Should have gone barbarian. Kill everything.
So,
As long as she
yes.
doesn't climb out of the TV.
She naked.
I hadn't really thought
DM.
about that detail.
Yeah, well, come on then, DM. Is she naked?
I mean, she is wearing like things to cover her modesty, but they are quite like torn and very, very water damaged.
Where's it torn?
Like just like the like edges, like the neckline. Like she's
Do you know
clearly
how
been
wet's
attacked.
clothes? Does it have that same effect on modern day clothes that when it's wet it clings to you? And anyway,
Yes, moving on.
You're asking a bit too much about a character's design,
You're
and I no longer
asking
feel comfortable
about a
answering these
9-year-old
questions.
child.
am I?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know what age she was.
I said to you she was about like 9, give or take a little bit.
FBI, look it up.
This is like you're asking about a 9-year-old child.
Was I? I thought I was talking about Miss Everhyde.
No.
And still Dragonborn.
Okay.
I mean, technically, Miss Everhyde is the right way to address her, but
Miss? Okay. Oh, Mrs. Okay.
no, Miss as a young female child. Were you thinking of Lady Everhyde?
Mistress Everhyde. The one on the side.
Just keep digging.
Digging.
The water elemental is just going to squish like a wee jet of water in the back of
I
your
hack
head.
it to death. No! No, the pacifist run!
Like just like a little sort of jet, like what you'd get out of like a super soaker, just like at the back of your neck, just like behave.
But all seriousness, she basically clothes are torn and she's basically soaking wet. And then after the point I did say this is some sort of curse, I will tear a large portion of my robe off and then
Getting naked.
shut up. Wrap it, I just basically hand it to her and says, bit of decency for you.
Decency.
Why do you sound as though you're in the witness protection program again, Dim?
Well,
Honestly. Like, I don't know what it is about your mic, but right now, like, it sounds as though you're giving a statement, but you're a protected witness. So, she hesitantly takes it from you and goes, "Thank you." And then just
He
proceeds
says, I
to
don't
like,
see any of you being so mannerous.
I'm small, and I'm all the way back here. I can't do shit.
Yes, I can't not notice you. He smacks a little bit.
Fuck you.
I mean, if you're giving me that because you think I'm cold, I
See a
don't
blue
feel
flame
it anymore.
snort out the nostril.
It's a vibe.
Okay, so what are we even? What was the initial reason why we were coming here? I don't fucking remember.
I
We're
mean,
following a singing voice of some
you
sort.
guys were following the water, and it's like you're thinking, okay, like you'll take down whatever's in here, and you have had a sudden change of heart by being
Were we?
confronted by like the girl, like the child now.
Fuck it, let's go back to home.
I thought we were following. I thought we were following a water so we could get rid of whatever was causing said water, be it a leak or a burst pipe.
Or child that you want to kill.
Here's a question for you, because I noticed in the library the books were getting destroyed. Can you control the water, or is it just a byproduct of this?
I mean, to an extent, I suppose I can, but if I'm being brutally honest, sometimes I just flood the place to make sure that nobody comes near me. I just want to be left alone. I don't want people trying to help me. I don't want people trying to kill me. I don't want. It's taking a great amount of restraint to have a conversation with you guys right now, if I'm being completely honest. I just want to be left alone and hope that
you
at some
dead?
point I die. Well, it's hard to explain.
I
I
don't sense any
was
undead
dead.
in you. I'm definitely pinging that radar.
It's hard to explain. Oh, excuse me.
You
Thank
must
you.
have a cold.
That was out of character, but thank you.
All this water, she must have a cold.
Oh, another contributing factor as to why we're not DMing late tonight. I really don't feel well. So, where was I? Yeah. I know that I technically did die. After what happened with Peter, Mum and Dad thought that maybe they could still cling on to some sort of sense of normality. Like, because really, Peter's exterior was the only thing that changed. He still was him. And that made Mallory even more furious. So she decided that she was going to take it up a notch and drowned me in the bath. What are you laughing at? You heartless bastards!
No, it's not. It's just to be honest when I shared something funny.
Alright,
She's
because for a second there.
sharing lewd pictures right now.
Well,
I'm not
slightly.
wrong. You show me a dick. I'll send it to you, Luna.
Yeah,
Do you
please
understand?
do, because I want to know what the heck, like... Okay.
Sorry, I just randomly came across it in the
I've
window.
heard of owners looking like their dogs and dogs looking like their owners, but I've never seen this case before.
Yes, a dick looking like a soda.
Yeah, maybe the owner
Aye.
does. Yeah, maybe the owner does look like the dog.
I mean,
You never know.
honestly, that's just a horrifying concept. I don't think I would ever get sex again if that were to happen with me.
So it's a whole new means to saying, let me in.
Full new meanings to the phrase dick face.
Those
Yeah.
are painful piercings.
What are you talking about?
Nothing is
That's
fine.
fine. Just ignore it.
This is what.
Just
Just look at a pair of
roll over it.
boobs.
No, it's not. You're looking at a shadow caused on the ceiling after a renovated part of a house.
Oh, the comments on this are gonna be fucking fantastic. It's like,
Of
yeah,
course.
that's
Campaign.
Of course. People are
Um,
like,
honestly just like, yeah, it was.
Syndagosa literally just derailing the campaign by just basically posting lewd pictures of dicks and tits.
Honestly, like
it's
we're going to
not
get like
that lewd.
we're going to get a very mixed review. Just like, yeah, it started off good, the atmosphere was good and creepy, but then for some strange reason, no actual dice rolling happened because
Welcome
they
to every
avoided
D&D
every
ever.
fight. There was a lot of talk of random
Yep.
boobs and memes that were never shown on screen, and oh yeah, the DM was coughing like a freaking 40-year-old chain smoker. So
To be fair,
yeah, welcome
most
everybody.
to be fair, most D&D groups that have a bard usually have a lot of that anyway.
Are you sure you're not?
Yep.
Are you sure you're rolling bard next campaign?
You gotta have a good
Hey.
repertoire of cover songs.
That's why I do not sing. I'm
Well,
using
no.
the instrument.
I genuinely think that you'd have a lot of potential. I shot the
No.
druid, but I did not shoot the deputy. And yes, Regent, thank you very much for agreeing that we're all sitting here like, what the fuck? And oh, Jesus
Hi, Ray.
Christ from bike.
Yes. Hi.
What the fuck have you just shared to me?
Oh, right. That was not supposed to be to you, but okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
Who was it meant to be for?
save. Okay, Raging, I'm gonna just prove something here. Check your Discord.
Oh no.
Agent, honestly, go and come back and help corral some of this behaviour, because like, I need somebody else of
That
norm, like
moment
your
where it's just
same
not
rational
safe for
normality.
Twitch.
I mean, to be fair, like, we don't want to get banned. That's why I'm doing like your shit covers. That's,
Have a bum.
yay, fluff butts. So, if we're ready to go back onto D&D
Oh,
matters,
we're still here.
Yep.
or we're still sharing
Oh, we never
lewd gifs.
stopped.
We never stopped either.
We're still good.
Could have fooled me. Okay, so yeah. She decided that she was going to escalate things and drowned me in the bath. I don't know what happened afterwards, but I know that I woke up like this and everything has just disintegrated from that point. Our parents are not the people that they were, and Mallory is still filled with so much rage.
Well, I think we should go see Mallory, shall we?
Good luck finding her.
Sure.
Dim, I can't hear you. I would laugh,
I'm
but I'm
guessing by
coughing.
Lima's
Just a bit of thing.
Still
Delicious
not
little
hearing
fish.
you. Is anyone else hearing Doom, or is it just me that's lost him?
nope.
Nah.
We're not all hearing
Cannot
them,
hear them.
unfortunately. So make sure your device is selected for your outbound. Maybe unplug.
He's tried unplugging her back in already.
Tonight has been a wonderful night of technical glitches.
So, just for context, I sent Raging that picture you sent, Liv.
Mhm.
And look at his reply in chat.
Yeah, now you know why we all buckle, okay?
You just picked the perfect time
Sometimes
to do
I
it.
just said, yeah. Sometimes I'll just be like casually scrolling for some memes that may or may not be safe for work.
I
And
know,
then
but
go, I'm
just
just going to drop this
of
in.
all
Yeah.
people, though, I just thought, you're a callous monster. You definitely murdered those children. Laughed at a child drowning.
Oh, yeah, I
Honestly,
guess.
wee Timmy fell down the well must be fucking hilarious to you.
This is Kismia right now.
What is?
Destroyed the children.
Oh, so basically what you're trying to say is this is Kifmia right now, and then you're going to share a GIF that's off of stream.
Yeah.
Because while the GIF is not too bad, it's the process on the GIF is definitely not something that could be on stream.
I mean, in fairness, this
For
is
any
happening.
consolation, yeah, for any consolation, to clarify some background story, Kifmia doesn't actually know she killed any children.
Yeah, no, you did mention that in the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the meme.
she genuinely does not know that, but she's
Yeah.
starting to think maybe she did.
Doom, can you talk now or no? Nah.
Yes, I am talking.
Oh,
Oh,
You can. Oh,
we
yeah,
have a
that's
massive
delayed.
There's a delay.
That's
Oh,
like one of those older dubs. So then you hear them.
Need to stop downloading the porn.
oh,
well, that explains
didn't
why you're
hear
so
that.
What the
laggy.
hell?
the delay doesn't look like there's a delay there that time.
Well, there is a slight delay. Apparently, his wank bag's nearly finished downloading.
1, 2, 3.
You're fine.
No, it's a second behind.
That delay is about a second.
Your ping's 1,000.
1, 2, 2, 3.
At least it's not over 9.
Oh. Rejoin. Doom. That might fix it.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Oh,
Bye bye.
that face, quick. Someone.
Please screenshot that.
Got it.
Excellent.
Good, because
Oh,
that was
no.
too slow. Hello there.
Fantastic.
Remember to mute him in scene so you don't hear him twice.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Just to remember this, so that way when he does a stupid face, just make sure to get a screenshot of it.
I know, this is going on my t-shirt.
I will, I will.
Okay.
I will.
So-
I will. I will. I will.
Well, you all told me to take a screenshot.
You did.
I
You
did.
told
I took a
us
screenshot.
to take a screenshot,
Exactly.
and then
You all
followed
wanted
through.
to do it, and I did it.
Okay.
Nope, I didn't try.
So we're gonna try and find Mallory, yeah?
Again, good luck.
Indeed. If
She
she's
has a
raising
way.
undead, she dies.
She has a
I mean,
really
we
good
could
talent.
just. If she likes tormenting people, we could just play along and sleep in one of the rooms.
You think it's safe to sleep in one of these rooms?
To be fair, as long as I'm not in the
Why
same room
not?
as the Dragonborn, I think I'm safe to sleep.
You're sleeping with me.
No, I'm not.
To get
We should all sleep in the
Yeah.
one room.
Yes. Me in a corner.
Me at the door. So the halfling can't escape.
I
I'm
don't
fine with
sleep
that.
much.
Well, good luck to all of you, especially if you do encounter Mallory. She has a fine way of not letting things go. Oh,
What's it?
thank you.
Well, she wants to
She
get
has
rid
a
of that flu as you can.
she has a way of not letting things go astray.
The thing is,
Well-
why she keep inviting people to this place? To just kill them off, or
Well, I think she has a sort of twisted sense of justice in a way. After all, everybody else that I've ever encountered has been guilty of something.
we all are?
Nope.
You admit that you're a criminal then? It's refreshing.
Everybody's a criminal.
Most people actually deny it initially. So,
Why deny if it's
I
criminal
arranged to have a building burnt down.
with children
I won't
in it?
deny that.
I've not committed any crimes.
There
I
was
just
no one
acknowledge a
in it.
perspective on the matter.
You are a walking crime, so shh.
There was no one scheduled to be in the building, so there was no one in it. It was at around 2 in the morning.
Your hair is a crime.
Jealous?
And I'm just
Shall
out
we?
of it 'cause
Also,
I'm having nothing to do with this.
time appears to travel differently here, so I don't think I'm going to need to sleep much at all.
What? What do you mean time travel?
do you mean how it's perpetually dark outside?
Well, that too, but more time seems to move different in the Feywilds from here.
I do have a question, DM. Since we've gotten here, how much time has passed? And roughly what time of day was it that when we all got here?
You got here about maybe 4 in the afternoon. Sat to dinner at about 5, half 5. So between having your meal, running into Peter, and meeting Winston up to now, it's maybe about 11:30 at night. So in retrospect, you guys probably should all go and actually rest.
I'm down for that.
I have a question before we head off. Does she have a favorite season?
To Lucille?
Yes. Who else were we talking about?
I thought you may have been asking about Mallory. See if you could lure her or make her comforted or something. She looks at you.
Well, I'm talking to Mallory.
Okay, so Lucille looks at you a little bit strangely and goes, "Spring." I used to
Oh wait, no.
watching the
Who are we
flowers
talking
bloom.
to?
You're talking to Lucille.
Yeah, the
All
one
right. So Mallory, what is Mallory's favorite season? Do you know?
I don't know.
All
she was-
spies, I think.
I don't know. I remember she used to like watching the flowers bloom, but she was never really
Spring.
allowed outside to actually enjoy some of the seasons.
And her least favorite? Would it be summer when you were all out doing things?
I would say so, yeah. Their birthday was in summer,
Okay.
which she used to hate when we would go out to play.
That leaves food for thought. I suppose if we're stuck here, we may as well play along.
Well, I must say, this is a refreshing take on everything. If you do happen to... Sorry, I can just see a hind leg going bananas in the background there. If you do happen to run into Mallory, give her this. She reaches down into the tub and pulls up a bracelet. It's a baby bracelet and it has a little charm on it with an M. And it seems to be a bit tarnished, but still in good care, like it was never worn. It could probably come up good as new with a good polish. She hands it over to you, Kithmia.
I'll take it. I wonder. Servant. And suddenly it starts floating and an unseen servant starts to clean it.
It was hidden away for a long
And-
time. But
Yeah. For context, that was a first level spell slot.
okay. It was hidden away
So yeah, it
for
was
a
an
long...
invisible servant. But,
Yeah, no
till
worries.
he's-
That bracelet was hidden away for a long time, but I think that if she at least looked at it in a different perspective, maybe she might calm down. I don't know though. She's always been full of resentment and hurt and hate. I hope that you prove different to the other explorers that have been here.
In what way?
Well, most of them don't actually have the courtesy to speak to us, and most of them end up dead.
Most, so some got out.
Not exactly. Some turned on each other. Others
Well, don't they still end
tried
up
to
dead?
escape. Oh yes, just not by our hands.
So did somebody actually made it out alive?
No. They just die in different ways. Some die by their own hand. Some die by their party's hand. Some by ours. I think there was one person that tried to take on Winston. That didn't end well. And Winston's a bit of a pacifist.
Who would hurt Winston? Winston's nice.
Yeah.
I think that person was a bit on the greedy side. I think that particular person traded in illegal goods and wanted Winston's tusks.
Ah,
Well, that makes sense.
I look at Reinhard.
I only
Reinhard, have you
steal
been here
art.
before?
I only steal art. And I don't kill for art, I just steal it. So no.
It's just a reminder for those of you that are joining us that Winston is a Luxodon, so think like Babar, a sort of humanoid elephant.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, he didn't take kindly to that. He may not be much of a fighter, but he's no pushover either.
that's understandable.
Is it possible if it becomes a probability that we would have to dispatch certain family members of yours, you think Winston and yourself, should I say your friends here, be willing to contribute towards that effort for freedom?
We
Can
will
I
gain
go?
no such freedom.
But if the opportunity presents itself.
Realistically, look at us. What kind of freedom would we get in the outside world?
Depends on how long I have.
Hmm.
We may be able to help.
If anything, just find a way to let us die. I don't want this existence anymore.
So you just told us that some get past you. Does that mean that you got killed by them, but you can't die?
Some of them run, and I just don't care too much to go after them. I think a few have bested me before.
Has anybody
but
ever escaped?
I still wake up.
Hmm.
Not to
So
my
there's
knowledge. Well, there was one person that smashed the window and then proceeded to get ripped to shreds by the Kenku. I don't know if that
Okay.
counts. He
Almost.
almost made it to the fence as well.
Hmm. Okay. Well, we
I think
can't
there's a
kill
rune
you.
that we can go to that you and I looks towards Reinhard found. If you wish
The
to,
playroom?
seems like a small enough rune needed to protect ourselves from.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly normal, nothing strange about it.
Go ahead. Lead the way. I forgot
He
already.
proceeds to exit. Then he stops to look at the halfling. Well,
Yes.
stepping.
I'll
do
follow
know.
for now.
Yeah, you're walking a light bulb, so please follow.
What
I
were
mean,
you going to say there, Dan?
in fairness, Reinhardt's the one blocking the door.
Oops. Sorry.
Fuck out that door. Just push him.
You can just ask.
So as you start to walk out, the war elementals kind of go, and they just start going back
Bubble.
down and just to, like your
Bubble.
heads, just to watching.
Bubble. Bubble.
And Lucille kind of rescinds back into the water.
Big water tornado.
And I've just realised that I've had the entire stream on just session cameras and not encounter camera, so I profusely apologise for that. Sorry, everybody.
Well, there's no counter, so.
I don't
Yeah,
think it was
true,
overly
true.
necessary. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
So
we did the pacifist approach.
yeah, I mean, like
Really?
you're two for two on the Everhyde residence, like not hurting anybody. I mean, you killed Nana, but
That's
I'm
right. That's the Dragonborn's fault. He
Yeah.
started attacking.
That's all right. She was hired help. She wasn't family anyway, so it's fine. So
She had unleashed an army against us. What do you expect?
not really
I
even
had it
so an army.
contained.
I
They
mean,
were
just-
dancing.
I mean, it was
Go
a
with
good
the flow.
idea to kill the other carrionettes because of what they can do, but at the same time, though, it was like, okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, that was pretty cool. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by like all the freaking trans fire breath.
Okay.
No, I had clicked away.
Do you think maybe that's the kind of breath that transmog dragons breathe?
Possibly?
Transmog dragons.
I don't know. Like, I've got the right to have a brain fog moment every now and again. I've been on point all day up to now, and rainbow breath. Oh, sorry guys, I'm getting derailed by what's happening on Foundry on the other screen. I'm not hallucinating.
Lima, if that's all you were the one that complained about when Liv was doing that to you.
That's okay.
Yes.
When Liv's turn into DM, I'll do it to her all the time too.
I'm just going to go ahead and move the Foundry from there to there. So
Just pause Foundry, so that way DM cannot.
oh
or
yes,
previous
actually,
DM.
even better idea. Does that actually do it? Yes, the game is paused. Thank you. So you guys leave the bathroom where Lucille resides, and you can see that while the halls are still lit, they are a bit on the dimly lit side now, so it is clearly nighttime. What do you want to do?
And I'm a fluorescent light bulb. I am quite literally a glowing disco ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm following the Dragonborn. He knows the way.
He heads upstairs
Uh,
and he proceeds to the room that he remembers was the entrance to the finger room.
The what me room?
The room with the place that we went to before.
You're gonna
In a
have to be a
couple of
bit more
weeks.
specific.
Where we were before.
Do you mean the music room, or do you mean somebody's bedroom with the easel in
The
it?
music room.
Okay then. As you approach the music room, you can hear off-key piano notes, and it seems like somebody is trying to play something, but the piano is clearly not cooperating. It is very, very badly in tune, or rather out of tune, I should say.
yes,
Well-
my character is actually doing that while hearing this.
I think that's something for you, Music Man.
I don't want.
Go on.
I mean, you can always go the other direction and go for a long rest.
Does it have a keyhole?
There is a keyhole in the door frame.
Can I look through said keyhole?
I would ask you to roll a perception check, but I know that's kind of a done deal with you right now. So,
Perception, I can still roll a natural one, to be fair.
can you roll a stealth check for me to try and not alert that you're behind the door effectively?
21.
Okay.
Mhm.
I rolled high.
Yep, indeed.
I wrote high.
Yep, that passes. So you look into the keyhole, and inside of the room you can see what appears to be a couple of instruments floating. Like there's a harp that's missing a few strings. There's a violin, but the bow is very, very worn. Like you know how it's like the hairs on a bow. It just seems as though it's really frayed at places. Like there's a lute that's playing as well, but the strings are way too loose and it's just taking ages to pluck. And among all these like floating instruments, you can see the outline of somebody that's at the piano. The piano itself looks very, very damaged. Like you can't see it very clearly, but you can tell from the sound that the piano is really badly out of tune. It sounds like there's maybe keys missing because what should sound like a E minor or a D sharp, it just goes immediately to a completely different key. It doesn't sound right, and as these instruments play out of key and not in synchronization at all, the person playing the piano is just like ripping pages off of where like a music sheet would be, and throwing it on the floor and continuing to try and play something, getting more and more frustrated.
I'm just gonna lean back to the group and just say, yeah, we don't want to sleep in that room. I think that's
Why not?
I think that's Miss Everhyde.
Then we were told to kill her, were we not?
Well, we'll see. Let's see her story first.
Well, if you want to, on you
Yes.
go.
So I
Right.
step in, I give the halfling a shove in as well.
Fuck you. Can I try and dodge that?
At this point, it'll be a contested
If you want,
athletics against his acrobatics and athletics check at this point.
Oh, I can do
go ahead and
athletics
roll
check.
if you want to dodge, because I've just realised I don't have a fucking character token for this individual.
Just create one. Just create one.
Okay, so what would I roll?
It would basically be a
acrobatics.
shove. So you can do acrobatics or athletics. I think. I'm double checking that for you just now. Shove. Yeah, it's that.
Okay. Halfling nimbleness. What's that? Okay,
You get
no.
advantage.
That's what I'm just trying to double check. No, I don't have advantage from what I can see. That's why I was wanting to double check for being a halfling. Nope, I can move through the space of any creature that's one size larger than you, and I can hide even when I'm only obscured by a creature that's one size larger than me. So, street roll. You won.
25.
You won.
Just kick him in. Bang, 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 bang.
That is a 7, my guy.
Okay.
So let's go on persuasion, boy. You diplomat. Do your thing.
Go solve it.
Kill the messenger if you're not happy. Slams the door shut.
Fuck you.
Okay, so you are now clearly in the presence of Lady Everhyde, who has turned around after just slamming her hands down on the keys, like, and just in a bit of a rage, just like, and turns around sharply to look at you, and she doesn't even.
I'll point to the halfling.
She
Hey,
just
Barson.
she just screams at in your general direction. It's not intelligible. She's not screaming anything at you. She's just in an absolute fury rage.
Hey, don't help the wee man.
I'm gonna need you to roll initiatives. And I'm gonna need to find the actual thing way for this. Wait, there it is. Never mind.
Go to compendium
I found
and
it.
just go to
found
monsters
it.
and then search up stuff you might be suitable. Just click and drag.
Of course you throw me in, you cock.
Remember to move us over to it as well.
Yep, I know.
See, I was wanting to try and get a long rest first, but no. I get
Same.
thrown into the fucking room.
What do you need a long rest for?
So I could potentially do
It's
some
late.
shenanigans. Totally don't want to use my wish yet.
Oh boy. So I'm still in the water room.
Yeah, relax. I'm getting this over in a minute. I had prepared the interior of this room, but not the occupants of it. So, moving you
Plural.
over here.
Well,
Alright.
I've-
Why
every
can I
room
not
that we've
move you
been in.
guys?
You need to select them. You need to click on them first and then move them. Are you selecting or are you doing something else?
I am selecting, yes. Okay, it's
Oh,
fine.
there.
It's
I'm
fine
moving.
now. It's working. What the hell? What's with the
You need
dance
to
and
do it on
sardines?
Foundry.
I'm doing it on Foundry.
Oh.
They're not sardines.
They look like
Some
Those ones
sardines.
are daggers. They're apparently dance. Cloud the dancing
Go do me a favour and
daggers.
pass me over a tissue before you go back. Really?
Yes.
Reinhard.
Thank you.
I love how I see things.
And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. Okay, so if you'd like to go ahead and arrange yourselves accordingly in the room.
Well, I got shoved in, so I think that's kind of where either there or there is probably where I end up. Depends on how hard that fucker froze me.
You're only 5 feet in, so you're just in front of me.
Cool.
So
I'm gonna hide behind the piano. Oops.
So I would put myself to about here. I can put you in front of me.
Cool.
So my echo moves with me. Can I move him separately or?
You should be able to move in wait. Seem to move in tandem actually.
Eyes.
Where is the entrance? Like, is it just this part here?
Yeah, that's it.
I'll just see it popped into and jump to the side slightly.
Okay,
So this encounter is brought to you by D&D Beyond with Foundry. D&D Beyond is our character sheet library that we use for the campaign itself to manage our character sheets, whereas Foundry allows us to create a battle environment for our characters to dance in, and for Cinder to create effects that swarms like that all over.
What do I mean? No idea. Nothing. They must be haunted.
Okay, so what's everyone's initiatives?
Well,
High, mega high, like 5,000 sort of roll.
over 9,000. Oh, 4.
Aye, very good, Vegeta. Sorry, did you just say 4?
Yes.
Mine is a 19.
Okay.
I rolled the same 22.
Mine is a 17.
Right, 2 ticks and roll for mine. What the
Question.
heck do you guys put in this thing? Yep.
Would I get a surprise round since I just got thrown in?
No.
I'ma say no on that one, sorry. Okay, so
Oh, hello there.
Still slightly spiky.
I was going to make a comment, but then remembered, not suitable for Twitch.
We are on Twitch.
Hello, Twitch people.
hello. Okay, so yeah, she is incredibly pissed. And I'm gonna go ahead and remember to change over the camera. Seconds.
Just see mantra.
No, of course not.
Yes, I spot
As
her.
you see, a natural Sendagoza playing with her natural effects.
It's not
Okay.
saved once for my account.
Okay, so since you've pushed your way into Lady Everhyde's private sanctum and interrupted her when she's quite clearly practicing one of her magnum opus pieces, yeah, she is incredibly fucking pissed. And since you flew through the door first, Chorus, you're gonna be the target of her ire at the moment.
Deal idea.
Go on, hit
Okay,
the small
so
person.
Yeah.
She's being heightest.
I mean, you are lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, you're the shiniest one, so.
just a bit. So let's see now. Seriously, can we stop with the magic effects just purely because it is starting to mess with my eyes now?
My hands are here. The
We're
last few ones
formerly
I did was
known,
all mantra.
known as Lima.
I hate using this thing.
So what's happening?
I'm trying to move her, and I'm sorry, but I cannot get this. Like, there we go. Okay, so she's going to come up to you and she's going to try corrupting touch.
Okay, disadvantage on any attack rolls against me.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that's both of those rolls are the exact same. So does a 19 hit you?
Fuck. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, that is 3d6. That is 12 necrotic damage.
Okay. That's fine. I'm still not taking actual any proper damage yet because that's just eaten into my armor of Agathist. If a creature hits you with melee attack, would that count as a melee attack?
It does count as
Yeah.
a melee attack, yes.
Okay, then she gets 15 points of cold damage against her because
Right,
of armor of
okay.
Agathist, because I cast that at 3rd level.
Right, okay, so she's just going to recoil back her hand and screech at you. That is her turn. So next up on the initiative order is Lima.
Drafty ass.
Beacon of Hope, 3rd level. I affect everybody in my party.
Okay, remind me again what that does.
So all people in the effect of 30 range at the time of the cast of the spell for the next minute gain advantage on wisdom saving throws, death saving throws, and well, let's just say they don't need to roll any hit points when they roll as I roll a dice for healing.
Okay.
And as for my bonus action, I am going to first dance around, flank,
No
and I'm
flanking.
going to go look towards Reinhardt, and it goes, "Why you hide over there like a coward? Get in there and pummel her down!" And you get an inspiration point with my bardic inspiration.
And I yell back, "You're not my boss."
I've just inspired you.
And I still answer, "You're not my boss."
That's my turn.
Okay.
Inspiration. Click.
So next up is one of the animated instruments, and it is going to go ahead and it's going to target you, Drathas.
Okay.
Show him the
Yeah.
power of the lute.
You'll forgive me for a moment because I had other monster sheets ready that I had revised earlier, and I'm having to do this on the fly at the moment, so I genuinely didn't think that you would get to this evening.
Blame Lima.
I'm blaming you for going through the pacifist route.
Why blame me? Not my fault.
Just prepared for the other fight.
So,
Okay, so Drathas does a 22 hit.
Reaction shield. So no.
Okay, that's fine. The harp just goes
Apologies.
to hit.
I don't actually have shield. I apologize.
Paladin without shield.
No, wait, there is something I can do. Where is it?
Just take the damage as a man.
No. You'll love this. I'm going to use Gift of the Metallic Dragon, Protective Wings, and increase my armor class by 6. So no, it does not hit.
I hope
And then
that's
telling me
longer
up.
standing. Because, honestly, you kind of wasted that against a fucking harp.
Oh, wait and see.
Okay, so the harp just kind of dunks off you. Like, clearly doesn't make a dent. Next up, Goros. Your turn.
he's like, I don't like this. He is going to risk an opportunity attack.
Okay.
And he is moving there. So, hit me with your best shot. If she has a reaction to do so.
Nope, she does not react.
Okay, great. I am happy with that. Action-wise, sure, fuck it. As an action, I'm going to use Melody off of my bow. Target one creature within 120 feet. Make a spell attack. On a hit, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and has disadvantage on attacks and saving throws until the start of my next turn. So that is plus 14 to hit. So let's have a look-see. And I'm targeting Lady Everhyde.
Okay.
So that is a 25 to hit.
Yep, that hits. Roll your damage.
And it's 3d6. 4, 8, 9 psychic damage. Yeah. Let's see. Any bonus action thingies I can do? Sure, fuck it. I'm going to look at Drafthas and say, if you've got those big wings, surely you can take down this fucker. Bardic Inspiration to you, you cock.
What do I get?
A D12.
D12. Well, Reinhardt gets a D6.
D6.
That's your inspiration.
Okay.
And that is going to be me.
Okay.
Okay. So next up in the initiative order is Chimera. Sorry, Kithmia, I mean.
So I was thinking, it's just like, wait, what?
Ah,
Have I spelled it wrong?
it's Chimera. Yes.
Sorry, it's at that point in the day when my brain goes bye-bye.
So it genuinely looks like people are fighting this person, yes?
It's kind of obvious.
Yep.
She
So,
screamed, they've
at this
screamed.
point,
She's like, yeah, try to throw blows, user try to throw hands.
Okay. I summon Modern Canaan's sword. Which is a 7th level spell. I create a sword-shaped plane of force that hovers within range. It lasts for duration. When it appears, I make a melee spell attack against the target of my choice within 5 feet of the sword. I have 60-yard range of where I summon it. And the target takes 3d10 force damage. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to move it up to 20 feet to a spot where you can see and repeat this attack against the same target of a different one. So yeah, I'm summoning a bigger sword next to the person, and I want to see if I can hit. It wasn't a natural 20, but does a 38 hit?
Yep, it does hit.
Okay. I wish that was a natural 20. It was a 19 on the dice.
You have plus 20, so you have plus 19 to attack roll.
That seems a bit high.
Plus 17. Plus 17 to attack roll. I might have calculated it wrong, right?
Can you double check that for me?
Yeah,
It's 36.
36 then. It's a 36 hit.
Yes, that still hits.
Okay, so that's 12 damage. 3d10 gives me 12 damage. It's not a good roll. And then for my bonus action, I don't think I'm going to do all that much. No, I don't think there's much I can do right now. So I'll end my turn.
Okay, so next up are the inanimate instruments. So first one that is over here on top of the lutes is going to go for Reinhardt's Echo. So does a 14 hit the Echo?
No.
Okay. And as for this one, get up to Drathas. Hello.
Damn, my God, that's more.
Does a 23 hit?
It does.
Excellent. At least one of these instruments is actually getting a hit in. And that is a 5 piercing damage.
Okay. By the way, everybody within 30 feet has advantage on spell attack, spell saving throws, and spell magical effects. Not to mention that.
Oh, good to remind people. Last up, Reinhardt.
Well, let's see. Reinhardt is hiding behind the piano, and the echo is attacking the lute, I guess. The thing that was attacking me.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to attack that. Does a 30 hit?
Yes, that definitely hits this warning lute.
Okay, so 2d6 plus 11.
No, it's vintage.
Oops. That's
It's for the scrap heap. Like this, all this stuff is really damaged. Like just to kind of put it into perspective for you, Chorus, you can see littered around the place are loads of broken instruments. Like there's like keys that have been ripped off of this piano. There's gouges out of the side of the lute. Like even look and you see like this like what must have been once a beautiful violin is just scratched and tarnished beyond comprehension.
Oh, that's 18 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so the loot is in absolute bits. You manage to successfully like smack it on the ground and it just immediately splinters. The strings like snap and like do that spin back thing. Like it makes a large twang when it hits off of the ground. It is definitely not coming back.
Oh, nice. Do I see anything else that's alive
I mean, there's still
of the instruments?
the harp's still
Okay.
up, and like the violin that's beside Drathis as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, there are two other sentient
So
instruments. Couldn't get my words
Reinhardt is
out there.
going to stay, and the echo is going to move to there, but I can't take Reinhardt apart.
Sorry, I think I may have twinned them. I thought copying and pasting didn't do that. So like
You should be able to move them independently if you select only one of them.
That's it. I
yeah, it's
can't
only selecting one of them
select.
though.
Can you move one back? Can you move Reinhardt back then, Luna?
I
Yeah,
can only
sure.
select both of them. I
Yeah.
can't select them individual.
Let me put you back.
Ah, yeah, over there. So the echo is going to attack the harp.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Yeah. You manage to like swipe right through the harp and it just goes like as you go through each string you manage to actually like play each note on the intact strings as you're snapping them. Just like ding 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 ding. Like completely like obliterate it in half. But in a
Uh-oh.
very musical way, surprisingly, like you managed to get this thing to play better than what she was doing, and that's immediately made her so much more pissed off with the situation.
Okay, so then for my final attack, I'm going to attack the lady.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
Okay, so that's this one.
With a natural 20 on like these like little like already mangled instruments, I was not making you roll damage there a moment ago.
That's 20 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 2 seconds.
And also, since it's pressure, I can move it 5 feet to an unoccupied space.
Okay,
So
so she is actually
moving it.
resistant to bludgeoning damage, so she only takes half.
Good.
And you said that you're moving away as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
To an unoccupied space.
Yeah, smashing. So that is, let's see now. Okay, so just Lady Everhyde and one of the animated instruments. So go for another round, and then I think I need to tap out because my eyes are starting to thing me now as well. So back to Lady Everhyde. So she is gonna go ahead and let's see now. Yeah, yous are all within the distance of this. She's going to let out a massive screeching wail. Can everybody roll a Constitution saving throw, please?
Is this a magical effect?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
And what does it do? Can you say what it does?
Oh, yeah, I can say what it does. On failure, you drop to 0 hit points. On success, you take 10 psychic damage plus 3d6.
Okay, and does it say creature or...
Pretty much anything within 30 feet that hears her.
Yeah, but I need to know for my echo, since my echo is not a creature, it's an object.
Right, okay, so your echo would be immune to this one then.
Good.
Since it's an object, it technically doesn't live.
You said con save, right?
Yep, Constitution saving.
Do we have any pluses to that?
What did you get?
Constitution.
Oh,
Go Constitution. That's...
Koros. Oh, sweet Koros.
For a great total of 4.
Don't
I
you have
am
bardic
sorry to say,
something?
my dear, but that is a fail.
So it's not a spell, a magical effect, or a charmed condition, yeah?
Not that I can see, no.
Then 21.
Okay, so you pass. So,
28.
Yep, pass.
26.
Okay, so just Koros that's failed. So you're down to 0 hit points, my dear. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll damage for the rest of you.
Does that... Here's a hypothetical. I've still got 2 temp HP left. Does that make any difference?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, my dear.
Went from full health to 0.
Splat!
Okay, so that is 21 psychic damage for you guys.
21. Okay, 21 damage.
And I mean, to be fair, kind of makes sense for you to have gone down after hearing that wail. I mean, she is so out of key and out of tune. It's an insult to your bardic sensibilities.
Yep.
I mean, between this and the room you're in, it's like, yeah, it's a wonder that you lasted this long. So,
See, one of the reasons why I asked if it was a magic effect was because, or a spell, was because I was going to counterspell it.
Oh, it can only be done if it's a
sorry.
spell, as a spell slot spell. You can counterspell it.
Yeah.
Sorry, dear.
Okay, next.
Okay, so that is the Banshee's turn. So, next up is Drathis.
Okay. I'm going to use my third and final spell slot for my third level spell, and I'm just going to reach around Lady
Everhyde.
and cast a third level healing word onto the falling halfling, and he will regenerate a total of 17 hit points.
I will take
Oh,
that.
how generous.
It says, you're going somewhere else and not to the grave.
I was going to ask if he was dead enough to count as an object yet.
I believe I'm only failed at that point.
With my action, first attack with the longsword.
Okay.
That's a 16.
That does not hit.
It's a very low roll. It's only a natural 2. And for the second attack,
It's a natural 20.
exactly what I wanted.
Nice.
He just has to take a picture to prove a point.
Of course
Yep.
he does.
I have to prove it's legit.
You know, I trust you. Like,
I know, but it's a natural 20. You always take pictures of nat 20s. Because this is going to be glorious. I'm going to make the fighter wet himself. I'm going to dump a 5th level Divine Smite. And is she
Oh.
undead?
technically, yes.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I'm using Banshee as like the
So-
skeleton framework for her, so yes.
So
That's
that's 12,
That's 14d8.
14, 8.
Oh my word.
12d8 is Radiance.
Radiance, you say?
So I said, oh no, oh jeez.
Yep, Radiance she has no resistances or immunities to, so yep, this is a good one to use against her.
Well, I
My
mean, I
weapon
did force
dies.
damage.
My weapon is a.
Okay, I'll roll the physical attack, which is a magical weapon. So physical damage versus slashing, that is a 18.
Okay, so let's see. Physical, yep, that's fine. So 18.
Oh, add another 12 to your hit points, so use my inspiration to heal you forever.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's a d10. And a further 56 radiance damage.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you've knocked a lot out of her, but she's still up.
And I am going to shimmy around. Because at the end of the day, it will protect the weak and vulnerable. And I'm going to move around this direction and hold position here. Put myself in between her and my friends.
Oh, they're your friends now?
I like it better. The friendly creatures, aren't they? Friendly to me.
Well, so far. Right, so that's you done for your turn?
Yep.
Okay, so next up is the last inanimate instrument, and that was, let's see now, this one. Okay, so it is going to go ahead and come for you, Kithmia.
Okay.
And that's definitely not going to hit.
It has
That's a 7.
disadvantage.
Well, I just rolled a 3, so I'm not going to get much lower than that. I stand corrected, that's a 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, a 6 does not hit, does it?
No.
Okay, so you've just got a violin that's like weakly playing in your face then. Next up is the freshly healed Koros.
Yeah, he looks pissed.
He's also on his
Uh,
ass.
Yeah, I'm not even moving or getting up. I'm literally just going to make a screech right across my violin as I use Psychic Lance.
Disadvantage if you're prone.
It is not an
Is it?
attack roll. It's a saving
okay.
throw she needs to do. An intelligence DC 22 saving throw.
Okay.
And I'm using 8th level spell slot.
Okay, so intelligence. Okay, that is an 18, so that'll be a fail.
Cool. So that's 11d6. And she classes as incapacitated until the start of my next turn. Okay, so 5, 10. Mm, 20. 40 psychic damage, and yeah, she classes as incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Right, okay, so she slumps down onto the ground. She is really, really badly hurt now, like,
She just
so,
can't make reactions or actions. She can still move.
Yeah.
like, I'm just meaning from, like, how much you guys have managed to cut her down in, like, 2 turns. So, yeah, she is,
Oh, my character's ready now. She
So
was
the others-
ramping up.
well, good thing, because it's your turn now.
Okay, so to start off, as my bonus action, my sword is going to attack, and that is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits, roll your damage.
Okay, fucking hell. 21 force
And
damage.
who are you aiming that at? Just to
The
be
one that's dead
100%
on
clear.
Lady Everhyde.
Okay, so as your sword swings down, you manage it. Actually, you know what? I'll let you describe how you get the final blow, because that is our.
Ah. I was ready to cast Disintegrate as well as my follow up to his attack.
No,
So,
you go her down.
this big, massive 2 meter long sword that's just like a plane of force just falls down and just slices her. Just cuts into her because if she's like a banshee style, it will just go through her to an extent. But it just keeps her separated for long enough that she doesn't retain her form and just slightly dissipates.
Well, she doesn't fully dissipate, but she does kind of let out
Said
like
slightly.
yeah, she does let out like a full-on scream, like almost sounds human, and then just goes limp and lightless on the floor. The sentient violin also drops to the floor as well.
Bang!
There's a massive crack in the back of the violin after hitting the floor. So, yeah.
And you'll see me ready to cast another spell and go, oh, okay.
Yeah,
You can go back in, book.
gravity is still a thing, you know. I mean, you remember that it's like the apple falling off of the tree, whacking somebody off in the head. I know it
Oh, I
doesn't
thought she
really.
might have survived. It was just a wee hit.
Well, to be fair, I don't think she was
She
much of a
is.
fighter in life.
She does. I just put my blade in and I slash downwards on top.
Okay, so you've definitely established that she's dead.
Well, actually, divine sense.
You
Am I
really want to
detecting
waste?
any undead?
You don't currently detect any.
Yes, it's gone.
Good. That was easy.
Maybe Lord Everhyde is bit off more than he can chew. The sooner we can get to him, the sooner we can go about our business. Looks over to you,
So
Koros.
this seems like a good place to sleep.
Yeah, I want to sleep.
Just some rest.
Because, I mean, like, they weren't wanting to disturb her, so this will be a good spot to sleep.
Cast 4th level Death Ward on Koros. The next 8 hours, you are not going to die on the next attack that kills you.
Okay, generous. But do you think that was wise to
I've
do
not-
right before you have a long rest?
Yes, because I get a spell slot back.
But it only applies for the next 8 hours, which is the length of a long rest.
Exactly. So if we get
Exactly.
woken in the middle of the night, he's now safe from dying. Which also reminds
Alright.
me, I am
Fair
also going to
enough.
cast. Actually, that's only for an hour, so I won't bother with that one. But what I could do is cast this 5th level spell No, I can't. That's not a 5th level spell.
So you say that's death words. I wonder. Probably not worth experimenting with that just now. No offense, Chris. I figured it's probably
Oh,
best
good.
not doing that spell.
Sanctuary only lasts for 1 minute. Never mind.
Okay, so I take it that you're going to just make yourselves comfy in the music room then.
We may as well.
What I was planning to do is use Magnificent Mansion with my 7th level spell slot to allow basically a doorway opens up and you've got a fully furnished and livable mansion with staff and food and all that shit, and it's actually habitable rather than a rundown music room.
So, in other words, you've went from tiny hut to tiny Airbnb.
To tiny white house.
No, this is a
This
huge
is-
ass mansion.
So we're essentially
This
doing.
has this is probably the same, or if not bigger than Everhyde.
Honest to goodness, so you've essentially created a Russian nesting doll going the opposite way now.
Yep.
Yes.
To which, when we find a safe space inside, I'd like to go ahead and cast my Alpha 5th level spell and commune.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Well, I was going to cast invisibility on everyone, so for the first hour we're invisible, just in case anything comes by.
Okay, I will allow Chorus to do his tiny mansion, but like I say, like we were saying though, the manor has a way of twisting things. As you're doing your spell, it becomes more and more apparent that the mansion that you are generating is very similar to the property that you blackmailed your way into owning.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to continue?
Well, I've already cast it,
Okay, so
so I can't really. I can undo it if I want, but it'd be pointless. I'll be wasting a spell slot. He's just gonna lie through his teeth if anyone tries asking.
So I'm going to sit down and clutch onto a holy symbol, and I'm going to go ahead and cast for the next minute commune. I'm going to try and contact Bahamut.
Ooh.
okay. We are going to call it there before you get through to Bahamut then. So I think honestly this would be a good spot to kind of pause things,
Yeah.
and if I'm being brutally honest, my eyes
That's
are
fine.
killing me. I can feel this cold getting worse, so yeah, I need to tap out as your DM. So I'm sorry that I can't give you a longer session. I really would love to, but it's just not happening now because
No, we've managed to get into a routine and we've actually managed to start getting through this a bit better now, despite our, well, I would say intentional, but our lewd picture sharing.
I mean, I'm just hoping that like you guys had fun. I mean, you managed to talk your way out of a fight, and you managed to barge your way into a fight. You've got the upper hand really quickly with Lady Everhyde. So all that's left to do now is make it through the night, see if your guilt gets the better of you in some ways, and then figure out what is actually happening in this manor. Try and find like the other two residents, and yeah, figure out what the plan of action is going to be. So like, it seems that bar Lady Everhyde, you've managed to make a few allies throughout the manor, but let's see if that streak will continue. For now though, everybody, thank you so much for joining us for another one-off episode of Everhyde Manor. Announcements, Lima, for
Yes, announcements
next
since I
streams?
was inactive during the introduction. Join us on Saturday for another round of IGP Saturday 100 Championship, where we'll be heading to the sunny side of the Mediterranean, or at the south side of France in Monaco, as we'll take part in the Monte Carlo Grand Prix, and where the Leopard from Racing Team and Lima Sports are currently fighting out at the top of the tables for both Constructors and Drivers Championships, each team holding either title, at least on the interim. We've still got a long season to go. Also, join us again for next Monday. Not this Monday coming up, next Monday. We've got no D&D next week. There's no Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to be down too many people. So we'll have a little break, but we'll return with our next Minor Illusion campaign session, where we deal with the aftermath after defeating and, well, with a little bit of help with a big cat, dismantle the Dracolich. And let's see what happens and where we go to. I'm sure we're going to be seeing somewhere quite familiar and very close to the heart to one of our characters. We'll see. Until then, anything else you guys got tonight?
Not really. Just with it being cold and flu season, if you can, go and get your flu shots, go and get your booster shots, and
Have
yeah.
you gunshots?
Well, maybe not your gunshots unless you're in the state of Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama.
Yeah, I think that's us. And once again, this evening's presentation was brought to you by Steam Deck. Are you stuck in bed with the flu? Steam Deck may be your option to keep you entertained. Just remember, adjust the screen brightness. No.
Andrew, what have you done?
What do you mean?
She didn't even notice that. I just did another product
What?
placement for you for the Steam Deck.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm
you
getting
seem
tired of
definitely-
this ribbing.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not really saying anything about it, so
I'm sorry. I do it from a
Not
place of love. I
today.
really, really do.
We only mentioned it 50 times before before you did some work over here. So
yeah.
I say I do it from a
But you're
place
more
of
obsessed
love.
with
I
having
really
me
do.
today, so it's fine.
I just thought that was funny and I kind of ran with it. But anyway, night night guys.
was.
We will see you on Saturday for racing and in a fortnight for D&D. So night all.